Hi everybody, and welcome to another episode of Unboxed, Watched and Reviewed. So what movie are we doing this week? Well, let's take a look back and find out. Hi everybody, and welcome to Social Studies. We got a lot to learn today, but first we gotta get to this package. I have no idea what it could be. So let's see what it is, shall we? I'm gonna show you first. Wait. Ice from the Sun. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Ice from the Sun, from director Eric Stanze, the director of Scrapbook, starring Emily Hack, everybody's favorite feminine queen. Emily Hack is one of the biggest lesbians I've ever seen in my life, but the girl in this is hungry for that title. Anyway, I hope this is weird, I hope it's fucked up, and I hope it's cool. I love Scrapbook, so let's hope we love this. So with that said, are you guys ready to start Ice from the Sun? I know I am. Let's do it. Okay, so we don't have the Mark Baranowski pen, and this is very wrapped, and this is also a long film. I don't like long films, especially long ones that you can't hear. I am excited to see it. We didn't really get a chance to look at it in fucking flashback land because the battery was running dead. So let's take the proper time to look at this. A dangerously experimental punk art film by Eric Stanze. This says excellent in every aspect. The weirdest damn movie I've seen since Pink Floyd's The Wall. Stunningly brilliant, the New York Daily News. God, this has got a lot of praise. I saw the trailer for this when I rented Scrapbook off of Netflix when they used to mail them to you. Anyway, I saw the trailer for this and it creeped me out. It just kept saying, like those 80s trailers, Ice from the Sun, Ice from the Sun, and I was thinking, what a scary title. Ice from the Sun? What does that even mean? I really need that pen. Mark Baranowski, where are you? And I need you. 2005, disc 1. Okay, I don't know shit about Ice from the Sun, but we're gonna put it in. I think the guy from Scrapbook is in this, and I used to think he was so cute. So that scene when Emily Hack is licking his dick, I used to love that. But anyway, okay, are you guys ready for this? Play movie. This was shot on like 16mm film or some shit. I don't remember. Hey AI, I'm starting Ice from the Sun. Will you tell me an interesting fact about it?
Ice from the Sun is a wild piece of underground cinema. One quirky fact is that it was shot on Super 8 film, which gives it this gritty, otherworldly texture. Eric Stanze, the director, often worked on micro budgets and had this DIY ethos, so you're diving into a surreal fever dream handcrafted with love and ambition. Enjoy the icy trip.
Thanks, AI. Anyway, there's a naked guy. It reminds me of the Metallica video Unforgiven. He's like in this wooden room. He's naked, banging up against the walls, and he's having like a flashback. And he took a string around her neck, and the guy's freaking out naked. It's jumping back and forth between the killing and this naked dude. What is happening here? He's got chains. It's become a strange film. What's happening? That's actually a question I'll be asking myself the entire time. This movie was very confusing for me and it made little sense. So far, we're dealing with a lot of burning, fire, men doing this. Now the killer who was strangling the woman is looking at his hands and they're bleeding. Some of it's black and white. Sometimes it like makes that sound. I have that feeling that I had when I watched my first Giuseppe Andrews movie and I thought, is the whole thing gonna be like this? And it was, and I couldn't believe it. But I'm not excited about this one. I'm thinking, is the whole thing gonna be like this? We see a woman and she's at like a picnic and there's like Sprite and Coke, Diet Coke, and like styrofoam cups. I think it's the lady who was getting strangled. She's going like this, but there's nobody there. She puked. a man standing there in this suit, and he said, "Steven!" And he opened his hand, and Steven got shot. Steven is this blonde guy, and he got shot in the leg. And he opened his hand and shot him in the other knee. The guy in the suit has like tribal looking suit. It has like bones on it, I think, like teeth. He must be the presence. Yes, this guy's name is the Presence. "Get on your knees and pray to me," the guy said. Who does this blonde guy remind me of? Flea from Red Hot Chili Peppers or Susan Powder? I mean, I can't quite figure it out. Oh my god, his head just got blown off and it disappeared. Like in Bunny the Killer Thing. The guy died, he blew his head off. We then get the credits. Wicked Pixel Cinema presents a Stanze Wallace production. I can't even like explain what's happening. There's some woman crawling around in a kitchen with a mask on, a bloody hand, grass, blue water. It's very experimental. There's some woman like crawling around in a pig pen, it looks like. Ramona Midget. I'm not saying a slur. Her name is literally Ramona Midget. And Angela Zimmerly. Tommy Bionodo is the guy from Scrapbook, I think. Is the guy from Scrapbook in Ice from the Sun?
Yes, he is. Tommy Biondo, who starred in the disturbing film Scrapbook, also appears in Ice from the Sun.
Ice from the Sun! After the credits, we see there's a repairman working on a water heater. There's banging coming from the water heater, and he's like, "What the fuck? It's coming from the dryer. It's above him. It's everywhere. The pipes are all banging." And now he's standing up, and there's weird lighting on him, and there's the Presence. The bald man is handing the repairman a box. There he is, passed out on his toolbox, and he's waking up. You can faintly hear like Bikini Car Wash Company rock and roll back there. Lots of guitar. Cut to the exterior of an apartment, and now there's, I think it's a woman. She's got very short hair. Eric Stanze likes short-haired women. She's got bagels and grapefruits and pancakes. She got a whole fucking breakfast. She's in a blue robe. This looks like it was filmed in 1988. What's going on? I think it's fair to say that her chin has probably smelled like fresh pussy before. And maybe Emily Hacks. We're then introduced to the main crew. Now there's young people sitting around talking. He said, "Where's so-and-so?" And she was like, "She's late." "Oh, she slid her wrists in the tub. She's dead." And a voice said, "You have a mission. You're on your way to the afterlife. I've been sent to intercept you." "By who?" she said, and it went back to the party. "That's what I say all the time." He said, "I don't eat shit that's slimy. When my husband's making like the HelloFresh meals, I always say, I want this, but without the slime. If he puts any fucking sauce or anything on my shit, I call it slime, and I get really pissed." Back to the dead girl in the tub. We see her naked and in a blue light, kind of floating in the center of the screen while this otherworldly voice talks to her and gives her her mission. It was also impossible to make out what they were saying. What is she saying? Her mission is to defeat the Presence, or the bald guy, as I sometimes call him. I can actually hear it with these on. I can hear it! The blood of his lover turned into salt in their throats. He entered a world created by Ambien? What? I've been in that world that's fucked up. I don't know what she's talking about. These are kinda helping, but not really. He's banging up against the walls in his cell. I am so motherfucking confused. The human escaped, and it was the woman at the picnic. Now it's back to the pizza party. I am so goddamn confused. Whoa, my mind was not here. It was next door, sweeping their floor. What? PBS? Come on and zoom, come on and zoom, come on and zoom. Oh god, back to the dead girl in the tub. We need you, Alison, to get into the realm. The angels or the devils can't get in. She said, "I can't do it." And the woman said, "None of us can penetrate the ice, only you can. Another 6 humans will enter soon as well. To assassinate him, she must make him remember his former life." Back at the pizza party, the repairman showed up. He takes out the box the Presence gave him, and he starts chanting, "Take us! Take us! Take us!" The camera's shaking. Craziness, multicolored craziness. There are gone. They're all gone. All the partiers. And just like that, they are separated and sucked into another dimension. There's rings hanging on strings in black and white. Each ring represents one of their lives. Meanwhile, the dead lesbian in the tub, Butch, wakes up with her new mission to kill the presence. She's been given her life back. She has a mission. She's in denim shorts that are rolled up, white Reeboks. I mean, this screams closet lesbian aunt who lives with her best friend, you know? She's so butch, she even has a mullet. No joke, a full-on, slicked-back mullet. She has a mullet and it's pulled back. This blanket is so soft. It's new. Oh my god, she's more butch than Emily Hack. Those are words I never thought I'd say. That is something I never thought would be possible. But she is more butch than Emily Hack. There's the plumber dude out in the field and there's a clock in front of him. In the field. Oh yeah, because they all disappeared. There were blue-faced people. Oh, the plumber is walking up to a man who's digging. And he's looked around and he's running. It's his fault that they're there. He's running. I'm thinking about, what am I thinking about? Mondo, New York. Yes, I think in the movie Mondo, New York, during the comedy scene with all the guys doing the comedy in Central Park or whatever with that huge crowd, one of the comedians is the guy who kills Patrick Swayze in Ghost. I think. I need to ask Tristan if he agrees with me because he's the only other person I know who's seen Mondo, New York. That's what I was thinking about, not this. The plumber is getting in an altercation with the farmer with the shovel, and he's swinging the shovel at him, and he just bashed it across his face and killed him. And there's the hanging rings, and now one of the rings is gone, and there's just a string. I don't know what's happening. They're climbing a mountain. The two friends from the pizza party. It's actually the presence and one of the friends. And anyway, next thing you know, the friend is tied up and he's got somebody wrapped in plastic. And he has a sword and he just cut the plastic open on the eyes. Here comes Butch, our hero. She said, I'm looking for, and it's the bald guy. The bald guy is the presence for those of you who are not following. And she's running through the woods. The bald guy has somebody with him who's like crazy. This guy is digging his thumbs into his eyeballs, into the guy's eyeballs. He cut the plastic off. Now there's a blonde woman licking a gun. A blonde woman licking a handgun. I'm so fucking confused. There's a guy with a bongo drum. I'm just calling it like I see it. I don't know what's going on. There's a fat woman with a cigar and little dolls. You can hear the sounds of the lesbian's motorcycle, but you don't see it. Or her moped, or both, you know. I think she seems like the type to have both. Oh, there's only 3 rings hanging there now. There's the blonde girl. It's like Freddy 3. It's showing where they all wound up after they got separated into the land of the unknown. The blonde girl has a phone. She's pregnant with her uncle's fucking offspring, he said? He's saying this to the blonde girl, and he's got it was an egg, and he squeezed it, and it's filled with blood. Okay, I'm so confused. Do we even dare to even try to make this into a review? Or do I just stop right here? If I'm being honest, I wanted to stop right there, because I couldn't understand what they were saying, and I was just so bloody confused. Now there's the blonde girl running through the woods. It looks like it's film. It looks like Zebedee Colt filmed this. She sees a couple. The farmer came and put a big shotgun in her face. She pushed him down and there's inbred zombies looking in the lake. The guy's chasing her with the gun. The inbred zombies and the guy with the gun got her down and the shots of their faces. And it went silent. And there's the bald man. Oh, she said, let me go, I'm special. He said, yes, you are very special. And this meat fell into a bowl that said Pam. And now she's tied up and she's got a dog nose and there's people snapping pictures and kids staring at her. She's like in an exhibit as a human dog. It's a circus. And he's just repeating himself and they're just showing different shots of the audience as they take pictures of her. And she's got like this dog nose and it's like blended into her skin. And she's just sitting on this haystack and they all just turned at the exact same time and are walking off. And here comes the guy with the gun and he blew her brains out into her dog bowl. 2 2 rings remain. Butch is in a room with a lot of collectibles hanging around. I have no fucking clue where in the shit she is. There's a woman talking to Butch. What? I can't understand them. What the fuck are they talking about? I can't understand. Can you understand them? She said, I was told there'd be a group of you in here with me. She said, I'm not supposed to help you. I'm supposed to stick to the mission. Fuck your mission. She said, if they're gonna try to kill me, I'm gonna put up a fight, but I'm getting out. And Butch said, I wish you luck. And she's gone. The girl's gone. Butch is looking around like, where the fuck did she go? And the bald man is sitting in theater seats now. For some reason, there are 2 people on leashes now. They're naked and covered in mud, crawling along with chain leashes. A priest is sitting behind them praying, and he's got a platter of chicken. The girl who was just with Butch is on the stage. She said, ready for the show, and the bald guy started clapping. What? There's a big eyeball creature with arms on the stage. This has really gotten fucking-czar. She's running out of the theater. Eyeball creature got her. The camera's shaking. She pushed it down. She grabbed a big plank of wood. It's a weird creature, and it just smashed the board into the eyeball, and it popped all over her. And she's rubbing the eyeball juice through her hair. Now there's a girl tied up to a chair spinning on a spinning thing. I think it's the girl who was with Butch. The girl in the red shirt. She's spinning on a chair in front of the bald guy who's got big buggy eyes. She's like taped in bondage on this chair. Like her legs are spread and her ankles are taped to the back legs of the chair. It's quite a look. Fetishists would enjoy this. Sadists. There she is, naked, laying on a bunch of rocks, bare bushed. There's a truck at the end of the gravel road she's laying on. The truck's backing up. Somebody is tying a rope to the naked girl's ankles. It's like another farmer guy. Yep, he's getting into his truck. And there he goes. And he's driving down the gravel highway, pulling her body. Oh, there she is, naked, and she's all red with blood. She's covered in blood. She's reaching her hand up to the bald guy, and he's walking off. Oh shit, he got a handful of salt and just threw it on her, like the kind of salt you throw down on your sidewalk in the wintertime. And she's all bloody and scraped up from being dragged, and he's throwing the salt all over her naked body. Oh god, he's got the big bag, he's got a whole sack of it. And he's dumping it on her. Like he's doing something to the film that makes it all green or all purple or red. The guy's cutting the rope off her foot. He's gonna run her over. Who is this man? One of the devils in the underworld, I guess. They dress as farmers here. Oh. Yeah, he ran over her head. And there's her brain. And it's in a little square box. 1 ring remains, and the other strings are just hanging. Who's the final ring? There they are, waking up. It's a scrapbook guy. There's a slut in a white man's, not a white man's shirt, but a white man's shirt. He's behind a cage. The bald guy, aka the presence, shows up and he starts beating this woman, and he's taking the girl out to the shit yard, and she's crawling through the pig shit. There's a naked big bushed bitch on a slab bleeding. Am I really going to turn this into an episode? Because I don't know what I'll say about this in the review chair. Like, I'm so fucking confused. The bald man's giving the scrapbook guy a scalpel saying, fix her. I don't know what that means, but that's what he said. No, now he's tied down and she's above him. The scrapbook guy. The guy is tied down now and he's got like a weird thing in his mouth, like a Singapore sling gag. I am so bloody, gosh darn confused. I'm not. It's simply a group of friends who got sucked into an underworld where a lesbian is trying to defeat the god of that world. That's pretty much it. It's a surreal, nightmarish fantasy. It's not that fucking confusing. There's screws in the mouth thing. It's an old torture device. It's like a saw trap or something around his mouth almost. It's pretty fucked up to think that like Saw 10 is more fucked up than this, but it is. I mean, this is fucked up, but it's nothing too crazy. He reached the scalpel and he's cutting into himself. I don't know why. He's reaching in and he pulled out a handful of worms. A bloody handful of worms. Why did he do that? The weirdest movie since Pink Floyd's The Wall. Such a strange comparison. I've seen a lot weirder since The Wall. Now somebody's running through the woods past a radio that's reporting on a guy who killed his family. Somebody's running through the woods. And now he sees all these people reading newspapers standing in the field. And they're in like suits. This is the final friend walking through this nightmare. He just went over to a white sheet, uncovered it, and it was a stack of TVs in a room showing dental footage. I'm perplexed. I'm fucking plexed, mate. Here comes Butch. She said, hey, wait, you. Butch said, you're one of the kids who got pulled in here. She said, you came in with 5 other people. Now there's a chase going on between a guy and another man. They're running through a park. They're running through a building. He's being chased by 2 men. They're in the fucking woods. Like in... No, that's too sacred to even talk about that part. From Walkabout, when they cross the stream. That is a sacred moment. It's a life lesson. When they're crossing the stream, the 3 of them, it's the happiest moment of her life, and she doesn't realize it's happening. It's all about not taking things for granted. So when I say this is a stream, that's what that means. Did that make sense? This makes no fucking sense at all. They're still running. They're running through a parking lot now. And he shot the bad guy. And now fucking fat Gary Delabate came and put a gun on the guy. And before he could shoot him, somebody shot him. Is that Butch? Of course it's Butch. Look at that jawline. Who else would that be? Look at those denim shorts, those rolled up shorts. My mom had those shorts in 1987. Now the guy is suddenly in a white room with the bald man. They're standing in front of what looks like a blue sink, and the presence says to the final ring, you're stronger than the other 5. And now it's tripping again. You can probably see the reflections of the colors in my greasy skin. And now the guy's face is all bloody. All bloody. He's got like latex on his neck and on his face. And the bald man is just like, the bald guy's kind of cute. I hate to say it. I've been thinking this the whole time, but it's official. He's cute. The guy's face is just covered in blood now. He's a bleeding skull. So all the kids who got sucked into the other realm are dead. Butch is the only one left. And he put his thumb into a hole and he's drinking the brain. Now there's a man going, right, like an old 40s newspaper man, writing at a typewriter with a cigarette. Butch is walking in like, where am I now? She's going into a filthy bathroom and the guy on the typewriter clicking things. I can't believe I didn't give up on this. I mean, this is confusing as shit. He's typing things and he just ripped out the paper and crumpled it up and put in another piece. And she's going, it really reminds me of Freddy, like something you'd see in a Freddy movie. She's walking to a door with leaves all over the wall. She turned around and now she's in a blue light. Someone threw her down at the foot of the bald man. And she's looking up at him and he's going, what the fuck could be on disc 2? He said, you did not enter the ice on your own. Something sent you here. She said, your name is Abraham. He said, you have to remember, please try. Butch's name is Alison. Who's reincarnated now? He said, have you ever thought of what kind of person you will be reincarnated as? Are you here because you desire to join me? You and I will lead as one. Why does he want a lesbian queen? Why is it turning into Hellraiser? You could taste what I taste. They're fighting now. The big battle. The battle between good and evil. Gay and straight. Now they're both queers.
Now tell me where you came from.
I came from a lesbian bar called Faces on 5th Street. What is happening? They're in the field again. His hair's grown out, it's not bald. And there she is with a blonde wig on and a dress. He's coming up behind her and cutting her wrists. And there he is in the blue light with the shaved head. He's pissed because she doesn't believe in reincarnation. There's an earthquake happening. He's screaming. There's corn, naturally. What do you expect? Stalks of corn. And he's laying down in the hay screaming. He's dying maybe. I can't believe we didn't give up on this. I really can't. There's the corn stalks blowing, and he blew up. and his blood splattered on her, and she's in the tornado position. She's looking around like, is he dead? There she is, naked in the blue light again. She said, you'll be rewarded. The decision is yours. Go back to life or not. Cue up the rock and roll. She's standing up going, fading to black. Directed, written, and edited by Eric Stanze. We did it. We got through a movie that made 0 sense to me the entire time. Okay, what do you say we put on Christopher Age's music while we talk about this? I don't know why I was so confused during all of this. It's a lot like Freddy Krueger 3, like I said. I can't believe I thought this movie sounded so scary for so many years. This was not scary. It definitely had its fucked up moments, though. I mean, dog face, hey girl? What the fuck was that all about? This is not what I expected at all. I don't know if I'd call this an extreme movie by any means. You know, it's just not. It wasn't even really disturbing. It was just the story of a lesbian in another world. So what do I give Ice from the Sun on a scale of 1 to 5? Well, I'd have to give it a 3. I liked it so much more after the fact. I like experimental movies, but this one I just couldn't understand at all. I understand the movie much better now that I have edited watching me watch it. Very low budget, very ambitious, and not bad. It was hard to hear though. Anyway, that's about it. So, thanks for watching everyone, and I'll see you next time.